أعزائي أعضاء الهيئة الأكاديمية، أعزائي الطلبة، أعزائي الحضور، راح نبدأ أولى فعالياتنا لهذا اليوم، الفترة المسائية، من قبل مرشحين من قبل مؤسسة إنجاز بحرين. Mr. Alok, Chief Executive Officer for the YK and Moyed and Sons, and Mr. Abdulwahab Yasin Al-Balushi, Tenant and Employee Engagement Specialist, Kuwait Finance House. وأيضا عندنا المتحدث الثالث مستر عبد الله السيادي Manager Public Relation بألمنيوم البحرين ألبا. وأخيرا وليس آخرا مستر أحمد شكري Head of Events and Protocol من ألمنيوم بحرين ألبا. أهلا وسهلا بكم جميعا في هذا اليوم. We would like to welcome Mr. Alok Gupta from the YK Al-Muayyad Group. He's the CEO, and we would like to start right now, but the floor it's for Ms. Hissa. You can start, please. Go ahead.
Me?
Please. Hissa Buzabun.
Hissa is saying something?
Yeah, yes, please, Mr. Alok. You are online right now and you are live.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
So first of all, let me thank Injaz and Injaz Bahrain officials for giving me opportunity. I wish in my early days Injaz would have been there. I would have been somewhere else. So I'm not going into those details. Thank you very much, Mr. Hussain and Hissa and all other officials. Well, to start with, I think I would like to know more about attendees, what they do and where they see themselves. So I would like to start few questions, interaction. You can post either in chat box or you can, I don't know whether you are allowed to speak or not. So the first question I'm asking you everybody is that how many times in a day you go to social media like Facebook, Insta, or a lot of other accounts, and how many times you post in a week or day? If you can post somewhere, just I would like to understand more about social media engagement perspective. You can post on, if you don't want to post twice, it is Faisal, I think so. So let me ask a second important question to all my friends. I post thrice. I never post, but I use my social media. Very good, fantastic. So I would like to ask a second important question. Where would you like to see yourself after 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years? The question is basically, do you have your personal goal or professional goals? If you have yes, no, if you don't want to reply, it's your call, it's your choice. Now let me ask a very, very important question, friends. How many times you have presented or prepared a presentation and presented to, let's say 10 people, 15 or 20, if not, no, if yes. So these question is basically, I'm just trying to understand more where you stand and where we stand together. Now, a very interesting question. How many of you know what is called startup? And have you ever heard or seen Talabat story? Well, this was more of understanding each other. Well, to start with Hussain and Hesha, I am from India, as we know, and I was first child of my father and eldest in my family. And fortunately, you can understand, being from North India, everybody was pushing me in my studies to excel in my studies. And unfortunately, in year 10, I crashed all the hopes of my parent, and I secured 59%. Well, friends, those who don't know North India, in North India, if 0 to 59 is 0, so you are a failure. So anything which is above 60 is only a qualified person. So for, I think, week, my mother didn't give me food, means the food was not called food. My father, beaten me. And even though that friends, I requested my parents that why don't you allow me to become engineer? So they told, okay, Alok, you in 11th year 11 take science maths. And I consistently perform, and very well, next year again with 59%. And that time my parents were very, very angry, and they changed my subjects to commerce, and they told, no, you will be a commerce student. So friends, a very interesting point I'm going to share with you now, that when I came into year 11 12, and my subject was changed. So you can understand, panelist Abdul Wahab, Mr. Abdullah and Hissa, that you can understand that if I am in year 12 and I have not studied year 11 commerce, I have to study year 11 and study year 12. And friends, let me tell you, that was the first time I realized in my life that I should have something called goal setting. And I had goal setting. It's not that the first time I was discussing about goal setting, but what is most relevant is this time I was much more mature in terms of setting my goals. So first is planning. Second important thing is a strategy. And third most important is time bound strategy. So friends, you are fresh young graduates. So I would like to tell you all, and that's why if you recollect the question which I asked you, where would you like to see yourself? So you need to have goal setting. And a small story, since I have the time. Hussein, in our time in North India, especially where I am from, the temperature is almost like Bahrain, where in 45, 46 degrees. And interesting part is I have a habit that if a fan is switched on, then I'll feel sleepy and I might sleep. So in those days, I was not switching on my fan. So I was sitting in 45 degrees without a fan. And Abdul Wahab, interesting thing is, when I sit on this chair back, I will again feel sleepy. So I was sitting on stool. So sitting on stool without fan, I studied 12th. I studied my commerce. I studied my chartered accounting course. So this is not I'm trying to show off, but what I'm trying to tell you, everybody, friends, is that strategy, goal setting, planning is very, very important in our life.